Hello everyone, Cyber here, bringing you guys what a deku had the omnitrix part 9. Before I begin, I still have the water from last time, cause, well, deep voices, whatnot. I probably won't take as many sips as last time, so, but, you know, if I take a sip, I take a sip, so sorry. It's just so that my voice doesn't get, you know, whatnot. But, anywho, we will, begin now. Begin with Deku. Him slowly opening up his eyes to a bright light around him. His head pounding while his body aches from pain. The last thing he remembers was seeing All Might before blacking out. But instead of seeing the symbol of peace, he's greeted by Vilgax, who's looking at a display of Deku in some strange writing. A child. I should have suspected as much. The omnitrix being used as a play toy. Hey. Vilgax turned to the weakened human, who being bothersome to him. While the omnitrix in his arm was inside of a device of its own, so make sure Deku doesn't have any access to it. I've done nothing but save people. So, and aliens with it. Vilgax walks towards him annoyed. You hold a key to a power struggle so ancient, so vast, it's beyond your comprehension. Picture it, an entire army with each own omnitrix at their command. All under my command. Deku does picture it, and the catastrophic damage it could cause. With that sort of power, it can be devastating. I will be unstoppable. I will rule the universe, and the only thing standing between me and my destiny is you. Suddenly, two metal doors open up, and walks in a skinny man who appears skeletal with a shark fin on his head. Siphon, what is it? Lord Vilgax, the prisoner is powering up the ship as we speak. In moments, we'll have enough power to get out of the system. Good. That means I can put this backwater planet behind me. Prepare to take off. Vilgax takes one of the many sharp tools at his disposal to attempt to cut Deku's arm. But as he's preparing to do so, the alarms goes off. Siphon, what is the meaning of this? Siphon looks at a monitor nearby and to find the problem. The prisoner, he's expelling more power than we could take at once. Fix it! Deku watches the two aliens trying to fix the problem, as blue electricity surges in the arm restraint holding the omnitrix. As he could hear a faint voice inside the restraint. DNA sample acquired. Randomizer function activated. Randomizer? Is that the Omni? Suddenly, Deku transforms into Accelerate. What is going on? Vilgax and Siphon watches at Accelerate change into Wildmut, then Diamond Head, and then finally into Forearms. as Four Arms yells out as he rips out his arm restraints and punches Vilgax back. Troublesome child. The power surge must have activated the omnitrix randomizer. As the smoke clears, Vilgax looks around to see he's gone. Find him! And as for the prisoner, he's becoming too much of a trouble. Master, how do we know he's still on the ship? He's still on board. He's not gonna leave someone in suffering on this ship. That's not a heroic way, is it? Of course, Master. I'll send out a search party at once. Siphon leaves with a very angry Vilgax behind. Elsewhere, we see Ghost Freak flying through the walls of the ship, phasing through them, while avoiding the walking drones roaming around, looking for him. Where is this prisoner? Shouldn't there be a prison cell or something? Wait, the Siphon guy says something about the prisoner is powering up the ship. But what would they be doing that for? Suddenly, as Vilgax transforms once again quickly, he looks at his arms to only find that it's not any arms he's recognizing. 6 tendrils are seen by. So blue tendrils look down at him. What am I? I don't recognize who I am. So, there he is! The Amperi! Deku turns around to the 2 smaller drones, followed by another drone that's flying at them. In the name of Lord Vilgax, we will retrieve his omnitrix. Yeah, fat chance that will happen. I'll stop him from getting the omnitrix, even as, what is it you called? Amperi? The drones fired at the Amperi as Deku dodges in his new transformation. Knock it off! Thanks to his time as other aliens, he knows how to dodge while flying. However, he still doesn't know how to work this guy, as he tries everything to think of. But as he does, blue electricity fires out as the 3 drones, shocking them, thus destroying them. As Deku looks at his tendrils in shock. I have electricity powers? Deku put 2 and 2 together from what Siphon said and what the Omnitrix did, which he didn't know the Omnitrix could talk in the first place, to understand what happened. That's how the prisoner must be powering the ship. So I'm looking for a Amperi like me, I guess? So where's the generator room, and how am I supposed to find them? As an alien I've never used before. Suddenly, as he looks down his hands, he changed once again, this time in his necrophagian form, Big Chill. But I do know how to use Big Chill. Big Chill phases through the ship as fast as he could, searching for the generator room, before he transformed into yet another random alien. Come on, where is he? As he continues to look, and eventually finding the alien, but not in the best of state. Alien, also known as an Amperi, seems to be a jellyfish-like creature. Said Deku never actually got a good look at himself as the Amperi, but is being held up with restraints similar to his own moments ago, but all in his tendrils, while a small humanoid drones works around him. Hey guys, it's time All the drones look up at him, as does the Imperi. It's time for your break, so cool off, why don't ya? So Big Shield takes a deep breath before breathing down frost down him, freezing all the drones before they can call for help or fight back. Now then, time to help you. He flies down, his wings folding up in front of the Imperi cloak into his cloak. Who are you? I'm Mizuka Midoriya, but who are you? My name is Rad. I was taken by Vilgax to recharge their generator. I've been doing it for months now. Really? Well, don't worry, Rad. I'll get us out of here. How are you going to do that? Well, don't worry. I got a plan. What is your plan? This escape plan of yours. Mostly winging it. Fighting when I can. I'm doomed. So, don't say that. I'll figure out something. I just need to think of something fast. Suddenly, Big Chill transforms into gray matter to Rad's shark. And gray matter is the one to think fast. Hey, Galvin, how? Long story, but hold on. I'll get you out of here and figure a way out to escape. Gray matter runs to the closest monitor along the wall to store. To his surprise, he can actually understand what it's saying. Okay, press here, and this should unlock your restraints. In just a... There. So, Gray matter press a button and Rad's restraints were removed as he collapsed to the ground. Thank you. No problem. Now, this time to make our getaway. Gray matter jumps around on the monitor, pressing buttons quickly. What are you doing? So what I can do for help our escape. Suddenly, the generator starts to spark and glow even brighter. Warning. Core generator is overheating. Self-destruct imminent. What are you doing? Simple. They will be too worried about the ship blowing up and try to stop it. That's while we escape. Rad gets up and floats over to Deku, picking him up. Then let's make sure they won't then. Rad then shoots electricity to destroy the panel, shocking Gray matter. Come on now, let's go. But wait, it wasn't the plan to destroy them all. Well, it is now. You can come with me now if you want, but I don't think you will survive as a Galvin much long. Fine. Guess it's better if they don't have a warship anyways. So as long as they escape. So, whatever. Let's go. Elsewhere in the warship, as Vilgax is in the bridge, so the warning for after generator was announced. Siphon, what is the meaning of this? I don't know, Lord Vilgax. I don't see how the power core could be compromised. Vilgax thinks for a moment, then gets frustrated. Midoriya, that family has been a pain in my side for far too long. Vilgax starts to walk out to the confusion of Siphon. Lord Vilgax, where are you going? To deal with this pest and reclaim my omnitrix. So he keeps walking out as Siphon tries to fix the problem with the core generator. Elsewhere, Rad and the transformed Deku, who is now Ditto, runs with Rad. Come on, it shouldn't be. It should be this way. Are you sure? A little, yeah. It was all said on the map when I was Grey Matter. You mean the Galvin? Yeah, sure. Whatever his Grey Matter's name is. Deku and Rad keeps on moving their way to the escape pods are at. They eventually made it to the large metal door just on the other side. They're home free. But as the door opens up, they see none other than Vilgax waiting for them. Do you really think you can escape from me? With a single push of a button, multiple of the escape pods get launched away. Only a few remains. So, a little, yeah. Insolent child, do not mock me. Aw, but that takes away half the fun. Vilgax raises his fist to try to hit Ditto, but Rad gets in the way and shocks Vilgax. You insolent vampiri! He backhands Rad to get him out of the way. Says injuring him even further. Rad! Impure. Imperi, you have served your purpose. Now to deal with you before retrieving my omnitrix. Vilgax raises his fist to Rad to finish him off, but it was stopped by multiple armies of Ditto jumping on Vilgax, pulling his tendril beard and doing other stuff to distract him. Grr, get off me! Leave him alone. Yeah, squid face. A couple of the Dittos gets Rad to one of the last few escape pods that are still there. What are you doing? Getting you out of here. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you. Dittos get out of the pod and sends it down to the planet below. Now for Squidface here. The Dittos looks back, but to only be hit by some of the other Dittos that was thrown off of Vilgax. Ow! Dude, get off! Sorry. How heroic. You could have tried to escape, but now your fate is sealed. Yeah, right. I'll keep on fighting you till we win. The other Dittos yelled at Rad until they all fused into Diamond Head. Or maybe I could use Diamond Head to stop you. Diamond Head rushes at Vilgax, shooting diamonds, projectiles at him. But Vilgax simply blocks with his arms raised. As Vilgax gets close, as Diamond Head gets close, Vilgax swings his arm to hit him, but for Diamond Head to duck under and hit his leg, but for only to Diamond Head to break his fist instead. I should have seen that coming. His fist regenerates as Diamond Head gets grabbed by the face and then slammed down to the floor hard. Diamond Head's face is cracked a bit, but it seems he's about to transform into another alien, as Vilgax was about to deal the finishing blow. His fist only phased past Ghost Freak's chest, as Ghost Freak opens his eyes, then looks down at the fist to chuckle. Yes, sometimes I really love this watch. Ghost Freak phases through the ground as Vilgax yells out in irritation. You can't run forever, child. Ghost Freak appears above Vilgax, right in time as he transforms into Wild Mutt, starts to claw his back and bite into Vilgax. If he could talk, he'd probably say, "I'm not running away." Vilgax grabs the Volpomancer and throws him, making him hit the wall and whimper like a dog as he slowly gets up. "Lord Vilgax!" "What is it, Siphon?" "Sir, the human and the Imperium have destroyed the controls of the ship. There's no way to stop it." "Impossible!" Suddenly, a stray blast of fire hits the ceiling above Vilgax as it crashes him under. "Anything is possible with my aliens." Heat blast fired at a nearby wall, blasting a hole into it. Seeing the earth below, he jumps down from the hole. So, as Siphon sees this is a futile, runs out fast to get to a nearby ship and to escape to the planet below, as Vilgax tries to get out of his own ship as it counts down. 3, 2, 1. No! Boom. So, the warship explodes as heat blasts coming down as like a comet, and Siphon's ship had tried to escape but got hit by some debris. So, heat blast flies down to the earth and re-enters with some small debris from Vilgax's ship. So, as the debris of Vilgax's ship only hits outside of the cities, making no debris dangerous to any civilians. As Deku himself hits the ground hard, de-transforming as randomizer function, he is out of power, and now he's back to himself in a large crater he created at heat blast. That could have been a better landing. Deku, with the last bit of his strength, pulls out his phone to see it's cracked, but it's still working. Meanwhile, back at the USJ, where the situation being wrapped up, with heroes and police gathering all the villains that were there, all except for Shigaraki and the warping villain Kurogiri, who had escaped moments before the villains could take them. All the villains have been gathered up for safety reasons, of course, and being talked to Officer Namasa. "Alright, everyone, don't worry. We will get you all back home soon, safely." "But what about Deku, sir? Aren't you guys going to go get him?" Namasa looked confused at Umaru's question. Asking, "Deku?" "She means Midoriya. He was taken by a villain." "Don't worry, we will find him, and with your help, and by answering some questions." All the students nod, but they don't seem that confident. They mostly seem worried about their friend, who was kidnapped by a villain after trying to buy them as much time. But before any questions could actually be asked, Max Midoriya steps in. "That won't be necessary. I just got a call from him saying he's fine." All the students looked in shock, happy, but still shocked at the news that the villain was apparently stopped. "Great, but I would still like to question him and the others soon." "You can question the others. It's not him. He's not him, though. He's roughed up at the moment and needs to set his bearings together." "I understand. But who saved him?" Can I ask the hero who stopped him then?" "Again, you'll have to wait until he recovers." Namaza's eyebrow rose at that in curiosity. "Zuko saved himself from the villain, but it is in need of some rest and to be overlooked, so I'm heading over to the place to where he's at currently." Namao sort of nods, surprised, but also says speechless on that Midoriya, aka Deku, had saved himself. Sir. And many others are surprised on that too. Because it seemed like even in his strongest transformation, forearms, or not in his forearms, but even seemed as in his accelerated form, he could not beat him. Maybe he turned into forearms, many people thought, but some people still wondered what did Deku do exactly to beat this guy. Officer Sanson, a detective in question, walks over. Sir, as everyone sees, it's a ginger cat tomcat. Sir, man, says, man, would you be willing to take the students back to UA? I'm needing to head. So here to clean up. Of course. Yeah. The girls of the group thought it was kind of cute, but also questioned if all animal type quirks just make them say their quirks, the animals their quirks are based off of. Kind of like Sue with how she keeps saying ribbon. They follow the cap officer away as we cut to UA inside of Recovery Girl's office. All Might and Recovery Girl, along with Nezu, are in there. You idiot! Recovery Girl hits the skinny, frail All Might over the head with her cane. Oh, I know. Honestly, you're supposed to be taking it more easy and find a successor here. So that's the whole point of you coming to UA, but instead you're still trying to remain the symbol of peace and haven't even found a successor yet. Now, Recovery Girl, we can't rush things. But I do agree, you need to take it easy, All Might. Yeah, but it's hard. I've been the symbol of peace for so long. It's tough to remember I'm supposed to be a teacher for these kids. And now with my negligence, young Midoriya has been taken. Yet again, I failed to be his hero. All Might clenches his fist and suddenly a small phone could be heard as Nezu pulls out a tiny flip phone and opens it. Yes. Oh, I see. That's wonderful. Nezu hangs up and he looks towards All Might. It seems young Midoriya is safe. All Might coughed up some blood in complete shock. What? Yes, I just got word he's alright. A little banged up, but otherwise fine. All Might sighs in relief of Midoriya being alright. So, but had to ask a question. But how did he manage it? From what I've heard, the short call, he managed to escape from the villain. That fast? Yes, however, he's hurt and requires rest. I'm going to go and see him now. Actually, you focus on your own healing and recovery. Thank you for your assistance, as always. Nezu leaves as does Recovery Girl, who needs to attend to 13 Zara, leaving All Might alone to think on how he's been suspicious of Deku. But now thinking maybe that was just a way to not confront him. It's like telling him he can't be a hero like before. He avoided it forever, but he's not sure how much longer he can, or if he can even fix things. While All Might is thinking on this, we cut to Deku. He's finally waking up after he manages to contact someone, right before he passed out from exhaustion. He feels like he's floating for some reason, as he can tell he's inside Plummet HQ, because he sees aliens around him along with his grandpa Max. Grandpa? Hey kiddo, how are you feeling? Okay, I guess, but where am I? You're at Plummet HQ. You're currently in a regen tank. What's a regen tank? It's a special medical a tube that heals the body right up. A tube? Deku looks down to see he's nothing only in his boxers as he's floating in a large tank with a mask strapped to his face. Where's my clothes at? Don't worry, your hero costume is currently getting repaired, stuck by Blue Kitchen Driva. But you were lucky to only get away with scratches and bruises, especially when Vilgax show up. Yeah, I guess. Deku didn't realize something. After Vilgax had kidnapped him, he saw All Might, and he forgot about Rad and everything else, his friends even. Grandpa, what happened to USJ after I left? Is everyone okay? What about Rad? He's an Imperi, jellyfish-looking alien. Is he alright? It's okay, Izuku. All Might handled the rest at the USJ. And as for Rad, he's in stable conditions now. Says, in no time, he will be transferred back to his home planet. Thank goodness. Everything is alright. No, it's not Izuku. Deku looks towards his grandpa for confirmation, confused with what he means. Vilgax is still alive. What? But he blew up. In his ship. I saw it. Trust me, he survives way worse than that. Sir. And he won't stop coming after the omnitrix. Deku feels dread forming in the pit of his stomach at the thought of Vilgax still being alive. Where is he? We don't know. Most likely recovering, same as you. Although his injuries must be worse, so he probably won't see him for a long time. That only gives him a little comfort, but still have to face that monster again might be the end of him. He was just lucky that the Omnitrix randomized his function, kicking in, and apparently getting him a new DNA from Rad, giving him a new transformation. This whole experience has taught him that he still doesn't know everything about the Omnitrix. It can do, and what the Omnitrix can and can't do. At least, not yet. Get some rest now, Zuku. Soon you'll get back home and then you can sleep comfortably in your own bed. For now, I'm gonna beef up security with Nezu at UA, so this doesn't happen again. Alright, Grandpa. So, Max leaves Deku alone for now, as he drifts back slowly into sleep again. As we see Max walking out, Nezu is outside of the door. Hello, Max. Nezu, what brings you here? I came to see how your grandson is doing. But from what I can tell, he's doing fine now. Yeah, he is. Nezu then has a serious expression. He's back, isn't he? Yes, he is. This is troubling news. I thought he died last time you met him. As did I, but seems like we can't escape from that monster. Yes. Sir, have you told him yet? I don't have the heart to tell him yet. Neither can Inko. Sir, sooner or later you must tell him. It will only be a matter of time. I know, but still. Sir, for now, sir, you don't have to worry about that for now. But as of right now, we will be focusing on beefing up security. I agree. In case that monster does show up again soon. So we need to make sure the school is trapped. Right. Both Nezu and Max leaves. Elsewhere, with the League of Villain space, the leader Tomo Shigaraki and Kuragi warps in as Shigaraki has bullet holes in his arms and legs. You were wrong, Master. He's not weak at all. Sir, Nomu didn't kill him, and that guy. Why? Be after that? Why would he be after that kid? A TV monitor lights up in the rundown bar to the corner, but no video is shown, only audio. What other one? A villain seemed to be there. The name of this man is Vilgax. He busted through the roof of the UJ and kidnapped a student. I see. Well, perhaps we could be of some... He could be of some use. I'll keep an ear out for this Vilgax. For now, Tomer, rest up and recover. Shigaraki groans in pain on the ground as the monitor turns off. Elsewhere, in the wreckage of the ship Vilgax that is still floating, as large chunks of metal and debris flies around, a huge chunk of ice floats within space now, and away from Earth. But inside that ice, a pair of red glowing eyes could be seen as the silhouette of Vilgax is inside. End of this part. Okay, everyone, I hope you enjoy. We only got one more part left of season 1. I'm almost done with season 2, but for now we will have a new What If take this one's place until it's officially ready. And to give some people time to catch up on Omnitrix season 1. I hope you guys enjoy. Cyber out. Peace.